Kookaburra says when we're coming into 4D, so when we're about to launch into a place where our heart might provide our compass, point us in the direction of the places that fuel our soul. Kookaburra comes in with a pretty strong message. And remember, we do like direct and we do like the truth here. Kookaburra says you need to take action. So if your heart says to you, and it usually talks through feelings of joy and expansion. So when you think about something, or when you're in a situation, or when you're crafting a goal, or talking to a loved one about something, and you feel a sensation that feels like expansion and joy, and something in your brain lights up like, oh, I'm really interested in that. That is your heart emperor saying that way. It's a compass. It doesn't lead you towards the safe and easy and egoically fulfilling places. Your heart says, this way. I know you don't get it now, but trust me, there's something down this road that you need to see. The Kookaburra says, how do we actually trust, again, another heart parameter, trust the compass when we have so much fear about the past? And this is the link with developing your intuition. And that's why we do modules of learning about guides and intuition and hacking in and all this sort of stuff, is because we need to take action towards, well, what happens when I follow my heart versus what happens when I just listen to my mind and my ego over here. Kookaburra says you got to take action, you got to figure it out. And what we do is bite-sized pieces. I feel like my heart wants me to go this way. And every time I think about whatever it is, like studying this course or going on a day trip or hanging out and having a coffee with that person or going for a bushwalk, something stirs me there. But then my mind gets in the way and says like, oh, don't do that because this could happen and this could happen and this could happen. Kookaburra says we start with little things and we test out. I feel like my heart is taking me here. I'm going to test it out. Not huge risk. Just I feel like it's telling me to go over here and have a conversation with someone, or I feel like it's taking me to this national park to have a walk, or I feel like I need to journal about this and pull another card and go here. That's the heart really saying like, explore, be curious, trust in the flow of the universe, trust in your own synchronicity, trust in the heart to take you to the place that represents growth, not the place that's super safe where you can keep running the programs that you're running. The place that represents growth is the expansion. When you do things based on your fear because your brain said like, oh, don't do that because remember one time we did that and we got hurt. We don't want to just avoid pain our whole lives. We want to trust in growth, knowing that discomfort is along the way. A bit of a different mechanism. So in the 4D position, trust your dreams, trust your heart, trust the compass, take small action and get those mini wins. Like I felt like in my body today, I wanted to rest. I did that and it played out well. Or I just felt like journaling today. I did that and I had a revelation. I felt like calling my friend and I don't know why, but when I did, turns out we had this beautiful time together and we laughed a lot. That's the heart starting to make that compass point and govern for you. Take action. In the 5D, which is working with your guides, higher states of consciousness, tapping into unconditional love and resources, very energetic place, very abundant place that demands that your 3D resources are well cultivated and you are structuring your life in a healthy and aligning way to what you want. Buffalo says, let's really be sturdy and stable and healthy and grounded in this pursuit. And what that means is maybe when we work with spirit and nature and our guides, etc., maybe that actually brings more wellness, more health, more wealth, and more community to us rather than the opposite. So the buffalo says if you're not feeling more physically well and your bank accounts don't represent what you need to feel safe, and you don't have the right people around you, then we need to go and rework the system for a sense of stability. Buffalo is about stability, sturdiness, feeling strong. So when you get up into higher states of awareness, it must represent more grounding. If it's toppling you the other way, which is I'm now going into asking my guides way too many things and not actually having anyone in the physical realm to ask, I'm not doing well in my physical health and my bank accounts are draining out and I'm not on top of that, go back into 3D. Again, get the octopus working in the intellectual place, saying like, how do we hack this? How do we change it? How do we get growth? So that the further I go in my personal development journey, and as I move through my awakening to heightened intuition, and all intuition is inner knowing, that I become more stable, more sturdy, more safe, more secure, right? We always want it to work out in a very grounded way. We don't want to just be talking to all sorts of beings and then feel super unsturdy and then we have to quit our job and all of our relationships break down. We don't want this. We want to start at the basics and work our way through, and always prioritize the time and the energy and the money that we need to feel safe and secure within our body. So again, it's a reminder in 5D, if it's not making you feel more sturdy, more safe and more stable, we need to go back and rework the systems and figure out where we're putting our attention, where we're putting our energy, where we're putting our time, what we're investing our money in. If we're spending willy-nilly on things that don't actually make us feel more sturdy and safe, then we have to go back and address that. And the octopus comes in and says like, are we being really smart about this? Is that aligning with the plan we need to be? Do we know anything about creating wealth? Do we know anything about holding resources and creating that container for ourselves? If not, go back, learn, grow, understand more, so you can create a system that when you go through higher states of awareness, you feel really sturdy and really safe and really stable. And that is key for having a sustainable pathway through an awakening or into intuition development, whichever way, whatever you're here for. And if you don't know what you're here for, that's fine too. If you just want to sample some new information, have some new thought forms, understand a different perspective, that's fine too. But let's use the energy of September to really create those systems, to take action towards where we want to go, not where we're fearful of going back to. Nice parameter shift there, and making sure that we're always feeling more sturdy, more safe, and more stable in our pursuit of a better life. All right, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me here, whatever you're going through, and help you transform your pain into power. Please let us know if you're resonating. Comment down below. Ask us a question. Let us know if you have any problems. Let us know if you want a one-on-one phone call or something to figure out who you can work with. Please let us know. Send us a message, and I will speak to you very soon. Much love. Bye.